back to Entertainment Weekly's coverage of Comic-Con. Dalton Ross here with you, and I'm here with some of the stars from Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Gillan, Michael Rooker, and Pom Klementieff. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Good to have you. Look, it's Mary Poppins, y'all. Right here. It's Mary Poppins.
Oh, where's my Comic-Con tag?
I need it. I heard a rumor that your Comic-Con badge, when it has your name on it, says Mary Poppins.
It says Mary Poppins.
Yeah, where is it, by the way?
My PR person took it away because she didn't want me showing it off too much. She didn't want you girls to be jealous.
I'm a little jealous right now.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, mine just says my name.
I know. How boring.
Cool.
So boring.
Yeah.
I spent some time with Michael Rooker on the set of The Walking Dead. I'm curious, ladies, explain what it's like working with the force of nature that is Michael Rooker. Not a lot of energy, right? Pretty low energy guy.
A little underwhelming. Kind
Chilling.
of boring, like generic maybe is a word I would use.
True. That's when I came out. When I was birthed, my mom looked at me and she thought, boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of like vanilla if you were a flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, fine for everyone.
No, I don't want to be vanilla. There's already a vanilla guy. I want to be like my
Vanilla guy? Who?
and then Vanilla Ice guy.
Oh, Vanilla Ice. I don't think you're going to be mistaken with Vanilla Ice. I think you're clear. No, I don't know that.
Vanilla guy.
Anyway, but you were on Walking Dead. You enjoyed it?
Absolutely. It was
They are
man.
killing it, man. They are killing it. The new season's going great.
There was a scene where Rooker was at a big feast at Woodbury, and he started eating, and I think you just did that so you could keep eating every take some barbecue. Like that's you're hungry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily hungry, but it was delicious barbecue. It was absolutely amazing.
All right, let's get I want to know whose makeup took the longest on this film.
Mine.
Yours?
I believe.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say this morning.
No.
Probably mine also.
Mine this morning. I had to get up at 4 a.m. to look like this.
Mine takes about 4 hours in the morning, and they stick my skin on and get rid of my hair, and then put me in a catsuit.
Wow.
Well, not only you got to do your arm, and you have
Not so much
other
anymore because
stuff,
they've given me
right?
a costume that like covers up my body, and I'm so grateful for that because it's less prosthetics.
Right. Well, so what would you guys do when you're in the makeup chair? You're there for hours. Was it music? Was it
Heavy
just
metal music?
Heavy
for
metal?
me, that's what gets me in the Nebula zone because she's like a metalhead.
Really?
I don't know if you knew that.
How about you?
We're
What
in the
kind of-
same trailer, so I have to.
Two heavy metal girls. I
have
do a
to
little.
try to not fall asleep. So I'm like, oh no.
I, I listen to a little Buck Owens.
Well, that's because you're as mantis. You're putting yourself to
Do
sleep.
you ever hear Buck
Yeah.
Owens?
Yeah.
Buck Owens, yeah. I listen to some Buck Owens and then fall asleep. My goal is to fall asleep.
I'm kind of intrigued by the Nebula zone. Like you're going into the Nebula zone.
Yeah, imagine. So I'm just like sitting there staring in the mirror like this, and the music's blasting, and then I'm ready.
Now, I'm constantly looking in the mirror at my makeup artists. They're just amazing.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Watching them work and everything. I'm looking at them and there's a Rooker, stop looking at us. I can't help myself. It's entertaining.
Tell me guys, what's a James Gunn set like? Because Michael, you've obviously worked with him for a lot, going back to Slither and everything. Just you watch the movie and so much fun, like even the dancing and the credits, those little things. Like what is this James Gunn set like?
Fun. You said it yourself. I think a James Gunn set is fun. If you're not having fun, why be there? And life is too short, baby.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's also a lot of trust and it's calm.
You
it's
trust him?
quiet.
Wait, I never trusted him.
No, it's great. Like, and everyone is like easy to work with, like except him, of course.
No, Gunn is always constantly. If we're about to do a pretty heavy scene, he's coming up. Okay, trust me on this, and you do. You do. I don't know why, but you do. You end up trusting,
Because he knows what he
and
wants.
it ends up being beautiful and great.
Yeah, he's so supportive. He's like our father on set or something.
Yes.
Just like supportive, but like he makes fun of us all the time, does impressions of us, plays pranks on us, but
He
it's really good.
does.
He does. He's a
he
cheeky
is.
rascal.
He is.
He just gives you wings. It's true.
Well, Pom, what was it like being sort of the newcomer? I mean, they all have like a working relationship and language together. You come in, what was that like?
I was a little bit intimidated at first, especially the table read with all the actors because I didn't know any of them. But they made me feel at ease, and they made me feel part of the family. So it was great.
We did.
Especially when he showed me his ass,
You're
at rehearsal.
Excuse me?
We're like in rehearsal. I had to do rehearsal with drags.
It was a very serious rehearsal.
for this,
too.
like emotional scene.
Very
and
emotional. You guys were
with
weeping.
James Gunn, and we're like doing this scene, and I have to cry. we do that, and then at some point we hear some noise, and there's actually an ass just like against a window, the window of the door, and we're like, what? And then it's him. We're like, what?
I saw them in there doing this most intense scene, and it was beautiful. It was the perfect moment to just sort of to snap them out of it and save it for the screen, rehearsal. I'm not a big rehearsal fan, so when people the directors are forcing they want everyone to really get into it during the rehearsals, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
So you were generous by showing your ass.
I thought, well, it was only one
you
cheek.
wanted to
Actually, it was a
help
little
us.
thin window, so it was actually one little cheek.
Nothing about this story surprises me.
A little half.
Nothing
It
surprises me.
was a little half-ass.
Michael Rooker giving a half-assed performance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again. Michael, what was it like when you heard what Yondu's fate was going to be in the film? When James told you, or you found out what was going to happen?
Well, yeah, I found out. And he told me all the background about how it wasn't necessarily that way in the beginning, and then it was, and then it wasn't. He was like going back and forth, hemming and hawing in his mind because he didn't want to do it, and he just didn't want to do it. And so finally he realized, I don't know what made him realize that, this works. It's just organic, and it just worked. And he convinced me, and I was down, man. It was beautiful. It was I cried. Other people cried. A lot of people felt like crying, and it was cool. And I
fell asleep
at some
during the scene.
Yes.
He fell asleep.
I do fall asleep.
I was like,
Yes. During the funeral pyre thing, and as soon as, literally, honestly, I swear, as soon as they put the little things over my eyes, I was out. I was out. It was like 10 times. We did 10, 15 takes, trying to get all different angles, and almost every time, in the middle of Chris's major speech, you would hear. And they were he just worked right through it, and he wouldn't break. He didn't break at all. Isn't that amazing? He didn't break.
That's professional.
Look, I disagree. I don't know if I snored or not. I haven't seen any footage, and people keep saying I was snoring, but I was asleep. I admit it, but I don't remember.
Maybe the snoring will be on the DVD Blu-ray coming out August 22nd.
Maybe? Are you kidding?
Bonus cuts, director's cut, it's in there. Karen, obviously got to ask you, big Doctor Who announcement just came out.
Yes,
Jodie
Jodie.
Whittaker being the new Doctor. What are your thoughts?
yes,
Woo!
girl power.
We've got a female. It's so exciting. I'm so excited to see what she does with it. I really am.
And that was your reaction when you found out, I guess.
I was gasping. I was like staring at my phone like, they've done it! They've really done it this time! And it just made me so happy because I think it's going to be... the long in coming, don't you think? Like it's about time. I think
Could have happened at any time. That's a Doctor. It's Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I think it's really going to rejuvenate the show as well. It's going to add this whole other layer. It's going to be cool.
And what about Avengers Infinity War? I know some footage was shown, some reviving of Thor happening. D23, what can you guys say about making that movie? I know you're not going to tell me what's in it, but are you having fun?
Yeah, I actually fell asleep during a scene in that one the other day. So I feel your pain, like when you're lying there and it's hours. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah. You have to calm your breath because they
Yeah.
were doing like side views,
Yeah.
with the camera, and so you can see you can breathe. You have to breathe, right? Okay, so I was trying to calm my breath, calm down so that you wouldn't see my belly or my chest rising and falling. And when I did that, once I started calming down, I just went to sleep.
Yeah.
Can't help it,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
She didn't have to touch you or anything. Like Mantis didn't have to come
Oh,
over and
no.
do it.
Big
I
slap.
just-
You had to wake him up.
Wake up!
Mantis. I thought of Mantis going, sleep, Rooker.
These movies are so much fun. I love it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 coming out August 22nd. DVD, Blu-ray, digital download. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with
Hey,
us.
we love James Gunn. The man is a genius.
Yes.
Thank you, James.
James, we miss
Right
you.
on.
Miss you.
We miss you. He was
Miss
supposed to
you,
be down here.
James.
Ah,
Where is he?
all right, we'll be back with more on Entertainment Weekly's coverage of Comic-Con.